Wow, wow.
We are Sun Dogs. This is DogStar, and this is MonoPole Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time coming through the storm, man.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me, for sure.
It's the third appearance on the show. It's
third time we're sitting down with you. First appearance on DogStar.
Oh, first appearance. Yeah, third time we've talked to you. Yeah, first time on DogStar. Thanks for coming through the new show and making it official.
Yeah,
So
it was like almost a
Right.
year ago now that we were sitting down with you at the
yeah.
old studio
Yeah.
and then the
The
old show.
wfnu studio.
Yeah,
yep.
that was around this time of the year too.
It was
Yeah, that
December
is
31st.
Promoting
New
Love Your
Year's Eve.
Decisions.
Yeah.
And so we'd love to
Nice.
pick your brain, see what the heck you've been up to since then.
Cool.
Pretty much
cool.
the past 11 months.
Yeah.
Exactly, because, Love Your Decisions came out in 2021, and then we interviewed you after that, obviously, because it was the last day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think your rollout with that project, and what did that project do everything you wanted it to do?
For the most part, I would say, yeah, it did. Really, I don't know. Like, as of recently, I really haven't actually gone more out as far as my live shows.
Mhm.
I kind of been more back to the drawing board as of recent years since the pandemic. I would say so. So for that project, one of my intentions was to actually get more online buzz and actually try to figure out more of a fan base that I could have when I'm on more on a mobile basis, so to speak. I felt like I've gotten a lot more progress since then, which is really nice.
That's huge.
On that scale. And I feel like with the Love Your Decisions project, I feel like it was a really good one that helped to actually boost that for sure. It was a lot of content that I could use around it, so it really helped.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you were dropping videos for that, dropping singles along the way, getting the hype.
Yeah, exactly.
All that.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
That's
And
cool. What strategy do you think benefited you the most on Love Your Decisions compared to previous projects?
I would say, honestly, I would say the strategy more so was the content itself, like basically like what I had to talk about within that project of Love Your Decisions. Like there was songs on there that was a little bit like way more introspective and personable in a way, like it was actually like very close to home. And then I also had like some other songs where you can just kind of like dance to and enjoy.
Just vibe out.
So it was a good mixture, I would say so. But I definitely feel like it was one that helped me to boost my kind of like people noticing me just online, so to speak.
Nice.
That was one that I used as like a test run.
Yeah, it's a big net, a broad spectrum of people would like that album. That's cool.
If you haven't listened to it, check it out. Streaming everywhere. Love Your Decisions. MonoPole Joe.
Yeah, MonoPole Joe everywhere, all one word, right?
Yep, all one word.
MonoPoleJoe.
Yeah.
And that's Spotify, but that's also Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook, Bandcamp.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's just, Instagram.com/ all one word MonoPole Joe. Same thing for SoundCloud, Facebook, Bandcamp, YouTube. So that's good.
True.
Do you think that strategy's paid off well? Getting all the same the names across the board? Because we'll have some people in here where it's like it's a different name for every platform, pretty much.
Oh, I see.
Which to each their own. Some
I feel
people
like,
don't want to jeopardize their following. I understand that.
Yeah, I feel like some of them depending on the certain stage name they have, maybe when they go to a certain site, maybe it's already taken. That's
Right.
dependent because of how common that name
Yeah,
might be.
you do have
so.
a very unique name, I'm sure, especially all one word.
Yeah, that was very deliberate, actually.
That's nice.
Kind of keep it a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot the question you was gonna ask. But.
No
We're
worries.
just in the middle of talking, pretty much plugging your stuff. We're talking about Love Your Decisions, how that went well as far as you imagined it, like really pushing it, getting it out to people, trying to be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. But then this last year, 2022, you've been dropping a bunch of singles.
Single Palooza.
Single Parade.
Yeah, definitely. I just kind of been, like I said earlier, I kind of been more back to the drawing board. I just been doing more test runs with different songs and different ideas right now. 2023, it's definitely gonna be. I'm gonna be coming out with some pretty unique stuff. Like I kind of been.
What do you mean, or what can you reveal?
Well, I can't reveal anything right now because
excellent.
it hasn't been finalized yet.
Yeah,
but I've been working on some new ideas, definitely, as far as like my musical style and a lot of different things. It's going to be pretty interesting at that point.
That's good to hear. Yeah, so you went from Love Your Decisions, which was kind of maybe what you thought people would be easily relating to, and it sounds like since then you've just been doing whatever you want. Sounds like you've just been going crazy doing whatever you want.
That's definitely the case for sure, especially with this newer upcoming project for sure.
Oh yes,
kind of definitely in that direction, I would say so.
So you've been working on like an album this whole year as well as these singles?
Right now, yeah. And actually, on December 2nd, I have an album coming out.
That's
called
the
Self-Preservation.
The monster, the monster
23
project.
tracks.
Yeah, that's the album for the December.
That's
December
sweet.
time.
I was wondering if you were, when you were saying 2023, I was like, oh, are we going to have to wait till 2023 to listen to this?
Oh,
but
no.
That's coming out.
That's coming out this upcoming month, which is December.
That's like a week away.
I was going to say, when this airs, it might be out already.
Oh, baby. That's perfect timing, man. Are both tracks you brought off that project?
Or just one?
Well, technically one of them is
Dodgestone Champion. Yeah, I saw that on the back album art. That's track 21 out of 23 tracks. That's a monster, man. Where did Sway and Pull? Is that going to be a single? Is that going to be a
that one is just a test run right now. Also,
ooh, man, the exclusives. We can't thank you enough for bringing.
Yeah, those are pretty.
I can't wait. We'll talk more about those for sure.
So how did it go from Single Parade to a 23-track album?
Well, this project, I kind of just wanted to do whatever I wanted, and it was just kind of like I tried to make a bunch of songs. It's kind of like a compilation of a bunch of songs that kind of I felt like represented the whole overall theme of the self-preservation aspect of it, and I had more songs actually, but I kind of had to ditch a bunch of songs. I kind of
more than
like
23
cut it down.
songs.
Yeah, I had more than that for the project, but I kind of cut them down to a more condensed level in a way, but it still is a bit much.
That's a lot of songs.
There was a few songs I was like I couldn't take it out because I feel like it really represents my overall idea of the self-preservation album. So
that's great that you're curating it so carefully. And is that where a lot of these singles have been coming from? Ones that just didn't fit, or where did like you drop Door Explorer, The Happenings, Leave, Current State, like, or were these all songs that might have been on the project and just didn't?
Technically, No, not really. Those songs, some was just loosies that I just had kind of like laying around.
Nice.
Leave was one of those tracks that I had on this project that didn't get released because I had a hard drive catastrophe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts just even remembering that.
Yeah, that was sucky because it's like 90% of that whole project was
Just gone.
Yeah, kind of gone because of that. But
So, what advice would you have to artists who are trying to back up their master tracks?
have two backups.
No, I was just about to say, have a backup for your backup.
Or like,
Yeah.
and then what kind of advice do you have like
And
after that loss?
have two backups and
How do you keep making music after
and make
that?
sure you have a decent amount of space for your hard drive delay.
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're still making a bunch of music. You've been like the singles this year besides Caution haven't had features on them. And it looked like the Self-Preservation is also no features.
Mm-hmm.
Just been COVID madman working on it yourself, or
Man, I don't know nobody.
or is it just like next thing you know the beat's over, you've written over the whole thing and just like, well, no room for anybody on this one.
People don't want to collab with me no more, I guess.
Oh man, well, after the COVID and once we're not getting together all the time anymore, it's tricky.
Yeah, it's kind of it kind of has been tricky since then. Like I feel like a lot of people been I don't know. A lot of people that I used to like go on tour with or even like just see performing, like it seemed like they kind of been taking more of a low key and an online approach as well too.
Kind of
Or
the opposite of you.
Maybe even switch gears with the
a little bit more. So I feel like they kind of been changing more like different mediums in a way. So yeah, I kind of haven't had a lot of people to really collab with in that way,
but sometimes it's good to put out an album where it's just you on it.
Yeah,
and,
true that.
That'll get a bunch of people wanting to collab with you anyways.
Oh,
True that.
yeah.
I mean, I have been collabing with Sean from Minnesota Cold.
Oh,
Hey.
Me and him got.
I think
some,
he's
got
going
some
by
heaters.
White Henny these days. I think that's his Instagram, White Henny.
Yeah, he did tell me that he was going to change his name, but he didn't tell me exactly yet. But
I don't know if that's it.
It might. I don't know exactly.
We might have to
what it was,
bleep
but
some things in this episode.
He did
Right.
tell me. He did tell me that at some point. So
Nice.
That's
That's
I
cool.
mean,
he's always working. He's like you, so he's always working. He's a good person to collab with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great work ethic and very passionate about what they do, both of you guys.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, shout out to Sean.
Yeah, hard worker.
To White Henny.
Yeah, exactly.
White Henny.
Tell me about that Caution single, because that had Signature and Tushan on it. How was it like collabing with them? Was it smooth? Was it?
That technically that song was a throwback. It was like a throwback track that.
Oh, nice.
What do you mean?
I was talking about like a throwback, as in like.
Like you guys had previously
re-release?
recorded
yeah, we
it?
kind of like previously recorded
Right,
it in a way.
okay.
But Tushan is my little brother.
Yeah.
And then
Family band.
Signature was a friend of mine that I used to go to school with. We was also in a group back in the day
Called
New Life, but that was around 2012 through like the 2016
Okay.
time or something like that.
What were you guys doing at that time? Sorry to dive into the past, but
I love it.
What were you guys doing? Shows, just recording, making music a lot, or?
Well, back then, me and him, and how many was it? It was about 5. It was about like 6 of us in a group called New Life. It was like a 6-man like group.
Whoa.
Be the Man was in it actually too.
Whoa.
Yeah,
and
that was
his brother
that was,
too, or no?
No, his brother wasn't in the group technically.
Right.
Okay.
But he was still making music with Be the Man.
Okay.
Also.
B. Allen's who we're talking about.
yeah,
Hi, B. Allen,
B.
if you're
Allen.
watching this.
But we used to have like a 6-man group.
Wow.
Nice.
And we did a lot of videos. We did shows. We've like performed at like local venues like the Poorhouse and
Wow.
and Triple Rock.
What?
and A lot of those.
As
places well.
the group?
As the group,
As
and,
New Life,
and me
yeah.
too, solo.
Yeah,
solo
okay,
as
okay,
well,
okay.
but
Yeah.
also just like, but as the whole group of New Life we've done.
Man, I'm sorry I missed that era. That would have been crazy.
yeah, that
you
was-
and Beat a Man on stage?
That
would've-
was that was like early, like 2014-ish time.
That's cool.
When we were more live show heavy.
Yeah.
I'll say so.
But that track, that single was, you said, kind of a re-release, a throwback.
Throwback to
Yeah,
when
With
you
those
were-
it
guys.
was, it was kind of a throwback. That probably came out a little bit. It probably came out in 2016 or something like that.
Okay, okay.
I just re-released it because I thought the song was dope.
Nice.
yes.
So we've only got like 2 minutes left. What was it like, I guess, back then collabing with them? Or were you both did everybody just get it done right away because you were sound like you're pretty, the group was pretty passionate about the music? Or was it like, were you waiting on anybody for that song? Or were you the slowpoke on that song?
Well, you talking about for Caution in
Yeah.
particular?
Yep.
Oh, for that song in particular.
If you can even remember that far back.
Honestly, yeah, I think one of them. It took me a bit to get the verse for it.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have pretty good patience when it comes to stuff like that? Or are you like, hey,
Yeah,
if you don't get this in by this week, it's going out without you?
It kind of depends. It depends on if the song, if I reached out to them as far as like I want you guys on this song for a project.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something like that, then I might have like more of a deadline.
Yeah.
But if it's a song that we all just collectively wanted to do a song together
Yeah.
with in a way, and I didn't have like any ideas beforehand, like as far as like I was going to use that for a song, like a song on my project or something like that, then I might just I would be more patient with it. I might not even like touch it until he uses
Right,
verse
right,
That's-
in that
right.
way. Like
That's interesting. Very interesting. We got to take a break. Sitting down with MonoPole Joe, Sundogs, DogStar, baby. Anything?
5 seconds.
See you right
yeah.
And we're back. That's how we do it sometimes here on DogStar.
Yeah.
Some dogs are sitting down with the incomparable MonoPole Joe, Monopoly Joe.
What up?
We were just talking about the slew of singles that you dropped here in 2022.
On Spotify.
On
at least.
Spotify, at
I
least.
listen to your music on Spotify,
Yeah.
so I was like,
Very
I know
convenient.
I'm missing a lot of SoundCloud and Bandcamp as well. You're heavy on.
Yeah, I on those sites I just throw like exclusive like beat side type joints. So
Interesting.
usually like on the streaming sites I just have my regular official
Mhm.
projects, and then those ones I also have like some like the Bandcamp and the SoundCloud. I would have like exclusive joints that you might not get on the regular streaming sites as well. Like even like mixtape stuff sometimes.
Yeah, you did
So-
that.
Hanging with my senseis.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling, hanging.
Yeah, that was on Bandcamp and SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Hanging with my sensei.
Hanging.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a few, maybe not top 40 industry, but industry beats that you were rapping on. Are they from other
everyone
producers?
except for one. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
everyone except for one.
What was the one?
One was with like my in-house producer Sajak.
Sage,
So-
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
sick.
I mean,
Word
putting them right up there
Jack.
on the pedestal with those other guys. That's pretty cool. That was
yeah.
what, 5 tracks?
It
6 tracks?
was-
I don't
I
wanna
think
make-
it was like 5 tracks, and then it was like a bonus also. bonus track if you got it off of Bandcamp.
Right.
So
That's nice. Yeah, buy music from the peeps.
Right from the source.
I do that too with every project too. If you buy it off of like Bandcamp, like you actually buy the actual project, you get the bonus tracks as well.
Wow.
Usually as an exclusive. So
That's a smart move. That's a lesson everybody could take into consideration and maybe implement it.
The
bonus.
Bandcamp Fridays,
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Now, you've been doing a lot with Bandcamp. Are you still going through DistroKid for like the stuff you're getting on Spotify? Or?
I kind of been doing more. I've been doing more of the streaming site stuff, like the Spotify's. I've been doing stuff with Bandcamp as well, but as of right now, it kind of seemed like my traction has been more on the streaming sites. It seemed like it's been a little bit more common as of right now.
That's good.
Which is kind of interesting. It's interesting
so hard
how
to
the times
figure
are
out.
changing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, does the whole APFOE crew do DistroKid, or do they distribute it them and like publish it themselves?
Oh, we do distro, and then we also do like the Bandcamp stuff as well. It's usually more artist specific in that respect.
Right.
Kind of whatever preference that each artist prefers, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Just curious.
And then I guess to wrap up all this single talk, Odds versus You, 3D Collision was your latest single. That was back in October.
Oh yeah.
Was that a fun one to make?
Was
that you on the beat?
No, that wasn't me on the beat, but that was Sajak.
Hey,
So,
Sajak
Sajak
again.
once again.
Sajak.
But that one was pretty fun to make as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like a lot of those songs that I made around that time, kind of was a little bit of a like. I feel like I was going through some things around that time as well.
What do you mean?
But, well, honestly, I don't even want to talk about some of it because it was just kind of some things that I'm just kind of wanting to get past. As far as it's more so like financial situations, stuff like that.
Right.
But trying to make like ends meet and things like that. But I'm kind of past those times in a way. But a lot of the time I've noticed like when I'm for some reason, it seems like when I am going through things, I make some of the more inspiring music.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with that.
Through adversity breeds creation.
Yeah, and I've even noticed that with like other artists as well too.
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting.
Like for some reason, it seems like when they're going through some of the harder times, they make some of the more incredible music.
Yeah, or you're hoping for your favorite artist to break up so they can make a good album again, another solid breakup album.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
exactly,
man, I hope
exactly.
hopefully Black breaks up with his next girlfriend so we get another East Atlanta Love Letters, but
Right.
we'll find out. Yeah, that's dope. So we blasted through the singles.
Yeah.
So that was 2022 for you. Were you working on self-preservation all year? Or when did you start making?
Yeah, I've been working on it like all year, all
cool.
this year of 2022, and then I kind of was working on two projects at the same time because I was working on that, and then I was working on this little project that me and I forgot his new stage name again, but I'm just calling him Sean.
Yeah.
Is this upcoming? What can you
it's
reveal
kinda,
about that?
It's kind of upcoming. I don't know how much I could reveal to it yet because I don't know.
Worries.
I don't know.
No dates hammered down.
Yeah, me and him haven't planned the date yet. We got to shoot.
Exciting, though.
Probably got to shoot a video or something like that as well. Maybe, possibly.
Hey.
But Yeah, I guess we'll see.
That's really exciting to hear.
That one, yeah, we just kind of been just recording joints and just seeing which ones land, pretty much.
Nice.
And we just trying to figure it out now.
Yeah, sounds like a fun strategy for sure. He's again, shout out Sean.
Yeah, definitely.
Wanted to ask you. Well, should we talk about animation now?
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about. You said earlier you kind of got back to square one. You got back to basics. Then, off mic, you were saying you've been doing a lot more animation, a lot more 2D animation.
Yeah, definitely. I just kind of been experimenting with like animation. I've been doing more. As of right now, I kind of been doing more hand drawn animation on this program called Calipeg. And I've also been doing I've been doing it for like music videos as well as just small content that I actually do it for my record label's Twitter.
Okay.
We like on a weekly basis. Like I would have like a weekly animation of. Right now, I'm just starting straight from the basics, so I'm doing like weekly Stickman series.
Cool.
And it's kind of interesting. Like every Saturday, that is when I would actually just have a new part. I would throw another part on the Twitter for you.
What's
to,
the
check
Twitter
out.
handle? What's the?
It's just at APFOE.
APFOE on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and this episode will air on a Friday, so we've got a new Stickman coming out tomorrow.
Oh, yep.
cool.
Definitely. It's as of right now, I just kind of it's really just like a short GIF each time.
That's
it's just
still
like a
awesome.
GIF. It's like a GIF video, and then right now I think I've done 12, and then the one upcoming this Saturday will be the 13th one.
Okay.
Can you feel it getting smoother and easier to do each time? Are you getting?
Yeah, definitely. At the beginning, I don't know. At the beginning, it was just me kind of experimenting. I didn't know exactly what to put into the equation, so I just kind of it's a little bit more choppier. But you'll notice as I got further into the parts, the frames got a lot more intricate and things like that. So
it'll be sweet to see the
sweet
progression,
the
as
evolution.
That goes on.
Yeah,
definitely keep doing
Yeah.
that.
What was the pull
Definitely.
to start being a little bit more passionate about the animation?
I kind of always had a passion for art. And to be honest with you, like I feel like I've really had a deep talent for doing more in-house production type stuff, whether it's like animation or even like working with like mixing, like mix engineering, and doing more of the production behind the music or behind the art.
Because you've designed most, if not all, of your cover art for most of your music, right?
I would say for the most part, most of my music, but not all of it.
Yeah.
I've also had help as well.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I've kind of done a lot of my own and kind of experimented with different programs.
Yeah, it
that
seems
as
like
well.
you like to do pretty much anything involved with the music career, whether it's shooting the music videos yourself, editing those yourself.
A lot of the to be honest with you, like when I first was getting into music and everything like that, like I kind of just wanted to come in as a rapper in a way. But I knew that I was sitting waiting for a producer like back in the day and waiting for like videography and mix engineers and stuff like that. So eventually I just was like, I'll try to do as much as I can by myself until I could find some assistance.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been my motto in a way, and it's kind of just helped me to kind of learn another skill and then another skill.
Yeah.
Another skill.
That's nice. What do you think you're best at out of all of them right now? What do you think you're I don't want to say what I think.
Well, I would say, well, my opinion, I would say writing.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of been the thing that I've done. I've done that for probably like over 15 years now, in a way. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, I've done it a lot. there was some years where I literally wrote like a rap like every single day type of thing, like
That's
constant. It was almost like it's definitely like a lifestyle thing for me. Like it's something that I kind of keep with me. It's almost like, you know how like people have like scrapbooks of like memories of certain events and things like that, like as a snapshot of their past. Like it's almost like the music is almost like a snapshot of my perspective from the past, because it's almost like from the voice of me.
Yeah.
So it's almost I almost use writing and making music in that type of way of avenue of publishing. You know.
Yeah.
So,
That must be almost, I'll say, ethereal at times, listening to your past self speak to your present self. Or I can't believe my perspective on this was that. Or he's got a point.
yeah.
Do you ever get really heady about your own rhymes listening back to them? Or is it more?
It to be honest, it'd be kind of like, it's kind of like hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it could be really cringy to hear myself back in the past.
Yeah.
But then sometimes some of the things I might have been saying in the past too, I feel like it really hits me if like the current state that I'm in, if that song where I was talking about something in the past still stands to that day, or
Right.
like it seems like it's even more relevant than it was before.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. Sometimes that happens too with some rhymes in a way.
Nice.
Like it's kind of
You got one that you're thinking of right now? What's one of your favorite old tracks?
Oh, sure. I don't got one right off the bat. As far as that, as far as that
the
specific,
relatable, yeah. No, don't want to put you on the spot too much. But the animation, where can you see that going? Like, are you gonna eventually be making like TV shows, or what? To what extent do you think you'll pursue the animation?
Well, I kind of, well, to be honest, I would, if I had it my way, my ideal situation with the animation, I would potentially get good at it to the point where I could start working into 3D animation, as well as like potentially create a I can group up with other animators, and we can actually like maybe create a more intricate project as a unit or something like that.
Right.
Are you thinking movie more, like video game route? I don't know if it's like the same type
music video.
Well, I guess.
Is it all kind of the same? I don't know anything about it. So.
Well, 3D animation for movies and gaming is the same, but it's kind of different too in a way. It's similar, but it's a lot more kind of I feel like it's a little bit more intricate, because you have to figure out certain coding as well.
Yeah,
a lot of coding would go into the equation as far as the modeling and everything.
Okay,
interesting.
So it's almost like an extra thing that you gotta add. It's just another thing that you gotta add into the equation of that 3D modeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's pretty much the same thing, but yeah, it's just that extra piece.
So it's all a possibility at this point.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
To infinity and beyond.
Definitely. It's very hard. I ain't gonna lie, but it's very hard to do it as a one-man thing. No?
Yeah.
So that's why I would really like to have it as with a team of collaborators.
Well,
have a vision or something.
Yeah, where you can all collaborate on that, because when you look at the credits for an animated movie, you've got just background artists who are only doing the background, who are only doing the shadows, who are only doing the hair and the clothing. Like,
yeah, I was just playing this game called Splatoon 3. It's on Nintendo.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, like I just finally beat the story mode, and I was looking at the credits. It was like so many people that was working on
Hundreds.
everything. Yeah, it was just like animation. They had like animation cuts, and then also almost like the set design, and they had all of these specifics that they had a group of people working on, and it's pretty wild.
So yeah, teaming up in the animation department might be the move.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. That's exciting.
It is exciting.
We've got to take a break here in about 30 seconds. Time's flying by. We're going to talk a lot more about self-preservation when we come back, and these 2 tracks that your rep sent over. Where I'm giddy with excitement over here, getting to sit down with you formally again. So thank you again for taking the time to come out and chat with the dogs.
It's been a pleasure for sure. Definitely.
We appreciate it. We'll be right back after this. DogStar Podcast.
Yes.
MonoPole Joe.
Yeah, and make sure to follow APFOE at APFOE
on Twitter.
DogStar, baby. DogStar.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to DogStar. Sundogs are staring MonoPole Joe down.
That's how it goes.
We'd love to use the last remainder of the show to talk all about self-preservation.
Yeah.
And kind of the origins of that, and some more of the themes you touched on earlier.
Yeah, what are you trying to say with self-preservation?
Self-preservation is for this project I kind of took more of a perspective of kind of like a loner in a way. I kind of took more of a perspective of a person that was kind of trying to get their life together, that's a little bit more introspective and self-focused as far as like how they're going to get to that path, as far as like growth, as far as like health wise, as far as financial situation, as far as even people and like social relations in a way. It's almost taking a perspective of a loner in a way where he's kind of feeling the need to kind of be alone or like withdraw in a way to kind of like figure things out. That's kind of the overall arching kind of like theme around the whole project. So
that's cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exploring the solo dolo life with this album. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's relatable in some aspects, I can imagine, where it's like, you know, put your own oxygen mask on first before you help somebody else type of thing.
Yeah. That's actually one of the reasons why this project in particular has no features too, in a way. It's almost like it kind of complemented that in a way. I felt like I couldn't have had another feature on there, really. Or, I mean, I guess I could have, but I would have had to find another person.
It really does complement that.
That complement that loner kind of perspective in a way. But,
that's cool.
That was kind of hard to find. But,
yeah, you and Nas with no features.
Yeah. I feel like no features kind of almost like complemented that loner kind of overarching kind of theme of
I
the
can
project
feel that
in a
for
way.
sure.
So,
that's
I got a
sweet.
video coming out on Thursday too, by the way, from this project.
Is it for Dodgestone Champion or is it for a different track?
Not that track. That track is actually going to be the third single.
Okay.
He's got a plan. The man's got a plan.
What's the music video for?
The music video is for a song on self-preservation called Aloof.
Okay.
When did you guys shoot that?
It's actually an animated video.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The culmination of all of this back to square one with the music, back to learning this new craft with the animation.
Right. This is going to be my first one that I've done as far as animation that I've done full on hand drawn versus some of the other ones I did a mix of like Calipeg, and then I did a mix of like After Effects and a few other programs. Like it's almost like a mix of programs, but this one was a full on hand drawn piece, so it should be
sick.
nice.
That's cool. When can we expect that? Is that coming out when? Because you said the project's coming out in December 7th.
The second.
Second?
Yep.
And then I think this.
So it's coming out the day before. The video is coming out the day before.
Wow.
So the video is coming out on Thursday. And
so it's out right now.
Friday.
If you're watching this interview, you can go watch that. That's going on your YouTube.
It's going to be on my my label's YouTube, which is at APFOE.
Boom.
Okay.
And does that stand for something?
Yeah, it stands for it stands for the record label's full theme. It's called A Plane Full of Electronics. It's actually like a electronic and hip hop like record label.
Cool.
And then I also do like animation for the company.
Really?
Sweet.
So it's it's for the most part it's more like electronic, like it's more like house producers and things like that.
I like the sound of
but
that.
I'm kind of the honorary person in the group because I'm more of the hip hop guy.
Nice.
I mean, I think there should be more. There should be more overlap with those two genres.
Oh,
for
definitely.
sure. I mean, there already has been since the late '80s, early '90s.
Right.
Yeah. I'm kind of trying to actually make my mark with that mixture. Actually, in fact, which
that could definitely be a thing.
Yeah, we may have to talk off
interesting.
mic about a little EDM hip hop collaboration.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see us doing
pretty
some.
interesting.
Yeah. Who are these DJs or producers on this label? Are they local?
Well, actually, I'm not supposed to say any
yeah,
of
no,
them.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Except for
Sajak,
because Sajak is the only one that's actually releasing music from it right now. But the other ones, I'm still looking for other producers as well too.
Cool.
But as of right now, it's just been me and Sajak as far as the label.
Right.
The other guys, we're kind of like working things out as well. But we are still like on the lookout for other people too. So if you're a producer and you kind of are into more like electronic based music, like house or like electro or like even like techno and stuff like that. Like those are three that are like my personal favorite, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we like all of those types, even like, drum and bass.
Yeah.
And,
Tropical house, yeah.
Yeah, tropical house and all, yeah.
That's
we're kind
sweet.
of we're kind of looking to diversify ourselves as far as the electronic genre as well.
Yeah,
Sweet.
For sure.
Making me want to dance over here.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine MonoPole Joe.
And these two tracks, they make you want to groove too. They had your
that's
rep
true.
sent over.
I would-
One of which you said
I wouldn't mind doing some house hop type
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Oh,
MCing over some drum and bass.
Yeah, let's definitely talk
man.
after the show
Drum and
for
bass would be
sure
fun.
about some little house hop collab.
Or
That'd be
throwing a
pretty
party or
tight.
something, man.
That would be awesome.
Bringing me back.
Be
Back
real.
to the Raverboard days.
So Dodgestone Champion, that is off of Self-Preservation.
Yeah,
Let's talk a little
it
bit
is
about
actually.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So people will be able to listen to that December 2nd.
Wait, you talking about the Dodgestone Champion?
Dodgestone Champion, yep.
Yeah, they would be able to hear that on December 7th. I mean,
Excellent.
December 2nd of a part of the rest of Self-Preservation album.
And give us a peek into what that song's kind of about. Like, what do you hope people are thinking about when they listen to it?
That song is actually one of the songs on the project where it's a full-on story. Like I'm basically like playing a narrator of. It's technically my own story in a way. So
That's
it's like
cool.
me playing a narrator of my own story.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm kind of talking about basically like my journey as far as a musical artist, as well as like a little bit of like my childhood as well. Like it's kind of like shedding the light of certain things that happened in my childhood, along with my music kind of in the background as well. It's almost like both of them kind of working in tandem in a way.
Very nice.
But it takes you basically through little things that happen in my life that I try to like dodge to get away from, to kind of pursue my career in a way. So it's
that's nice.
How does it feel when you write about those things that like you wanted to get away from in the past, or still are trying to move away from? Is it therapeutic, or is it you're trying to finish the bar so you don't have to think about that anymore?
That's a good question, because I haven't really thought about that. To be honest with you, this, I feel like I've been doing this a little bit more recently, really. Like I feel like in the past, like I wasn't as personal as I felt like I could have been, you know.
It's like lyric content wise.
Yeah, like I feel like in the past, I feel like I was a little bit more, like I was personable in more of an allegorical kind of a way. Like it was a little bit more metaphorical. Like you couldn't really trace it back to things that happened in my life. But then I feel like my stuff a little bit more now is a little bit more nuanced and specific enough to where it actually adds that personable factor into the equation, a little bit more defiant.
That's nice. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that whole project. Or I love listening to that project all day today. If it's already out when this drops.
Nice.
The other track is Sway and Pull. When can people expect to hear that song?
I don't know.
It's coming?
I just kind of threw that one out. I always like to give somebody. I always like to put out a song that's not actually released yet, just kind of something rare for a person to
this
listen
is a
to.
gem. You gotta listen to this over and over.
This the new. This is kind of like
this is
that
the
I'm
future.
on.
This is the future. Yeah, we just got like 1 minute and 30 seconds left. You got a short.
I was just gonna say, if you could just tell us what was going on when you were writing Sway and Pull in your life. Or what you want.
Actually,
what
I was gonna say is Sway and Pull, and then the other single, the DogStar Champion. They're both. All I'm going to say is they're both prototypes for something greater coming.
Okay.
Probably next year, but they're both prototypes for it. So
you heard it here. Which track would you like to play first? Or which track would you like listeners to hear first?
You might as well play the first prototype, which is DogStar Champion.
Nice.
Yeah.
That one's releasing on the 2nd. So
excellent.
Cool.
Thank you so much again for sitting down with us. We really, really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule.
It's always a pleasure, man. Thank you guys for having me too. It's always
keep doing what you're doing. You're an inspiration.
Exactly.
a thrill.
Don't stop.
You're more than welcome anytime back on.
It's MonoPole Joe, MonoPole Joe everywhere.
As well as APFOE everywhere. That's the label that he's currently associated with.
And the show he's on right now is called DogStar Podcast. You can find that everywhere.
Yeah.
Follow us at DogStar Podcast. This is MonoPole Joe and Sundogs saying bye-bye.
Peace.
I'm a dodge any stone that is gone. 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 Once lived a kid with infinite ambition in his head. Little did he know it was rare. stones champion. I'm a dodge any stone that is thrown. 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 Bullets through stones, relatives not excluded. Kid was swift and he just kept it moving like computers and kept the stupid away from what he doing. Ordinary, not in his vocabulary rubric. Intuitive and he read it. He sat alone at the lunch table near Miss So-and-so, doing such and such and all the labels like some fables. He kept creating and moving somewhere safer, searching for dedicated collaborators, surrounded by a ton of haters. I'm a dodge any stone that is thrown. 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 I'm a dodge any stone that is thrown.
Bet your bottom dollar I'm the fattest homie in a function. Bet your baby mama even wanna offer me some supper. I ain't never lied. Hello high. Wave, when I pull up, wave. When I pull up, sway. When I pull up, sway. When I pull up. When they see me, they be loving the drip, oh my god. They be peeping, so I notice they are. And you know Mono love that. And you hope I'm gon' offer you wine. It ain't communion Sunday, so moonshine. Jokes, pseudo comedian, still be stuntin'. What scene he in? I ain't frontin', but then again, all of the cards on my line. John will switch on your rapper's ear. I don't care about your rap career. Squad of black Indians in here bouncing and blowing that high. Bet your bottom dollar I'm the fattest homie in a function. Bet your baby mama even wanna offer me some supper. I ain't never lied. Hello high. Wave, when I pull up, wave. When I pull up, sway. When I pull up, sway. When I pull up, wave. Pull up, pull up, wave. Pull up, pull up.
Just wave and wave and